On to the U.S. now, where the families of an unarmed man shot dead by California police and another victim injured in the same incident are calling for a probe of the Gardena Police Department. The plea comes after a federal court ordered the city of Gardena to unseal the footage of the 2013 shooting. The dashcam video shows police ordering 3 men to raise their hands while investigating a bicycle theft. Officers shot Ricardo Diaz Zeferino 8 times after he lowered his hands. Another person, Ezequiel Acevedo Mendez, also got hit, but he survived the shooting. Ironically, the stolen bike belonged to Diaz Zeferino's brother. Witnesses say he was trying to convince the officers that they had stopped the wrong people when the incident occurred. Gardena paid $4.7 million to settle a lawsuit with the two families. To discuss that further, I'm joined by Diaz Zeferino with the African People's Solidarity Committee, who's joining us live now on the line from Florida. Thanks very much for joining us. What is your opinion of this case and certainly of this very disturbing video?
Thank you very much for having me on Press TV today. It's an honor to be here on behalf of the African People's Solidarity Committee. And I think what we see in that video and in this case is more of the same for the Black and Latino communities inside this country that face constant violence at the hands of the police. And I think it's worth noting that what we call California was once a part of Mexico, that half of Mexico was stolen by white settlers in the late 1800s, the same way that Palestine was stolen at gunpoint by the Zionists to create Israel. And just as there is colonialism in Palestine, Africans and Mexicans and indigenous people in California, like throughout the U.S., face colonialism. That's what police violence is symptomatic of, a whole social system built on violence, oppression, and the theft of land and resources.
And so, you know, when we speak about this, Mr. Novell, obviously we do know about this payment which the Gardena Police Department did make to these families. Is that the way that that America handles such serious cases, do you think?
Occasionally, America will try to pay off its victims, but ultimately, this society, the U.S. society and the general white population owe reparations to African and indigenous people for the hundreds of years of oppression that we have benefited from, that we have been complicit in. And that toll of reparations is far bigger than $5 million. Everything that we have as a country, as a white society, has come as a result of stealing resources and exploiting and oppressed people throughout the world.
Very well. We'll leave it there at that point. But as always, of course, we do appreciate you taking your time out to speak to us. That was Diaz Zeferino, who was speaking to us live on the line from Florida.